As Saint Lucia confronts what has become its most challenging COVID-19 situation since the onset of the pandemic, Prime Minister Philip J. Pierre signaled his administration's departure from his predecessor's way of approaching the problem. At the center of the new administration's COVID-19 control policy is the science. That's according to Prime Minister Pierre, who says medical experts and not the politicians will take the lead in the campaign to curtail the COVID-19 numbers.
We as a government wish to categorically state at this time that we have no intentions of going down the road of government mandatory vaccinations. We continue to encourage our citizens to follow the public health protocols and to get tested and vaccinated, thereby reducing the spread of the COVID-19 virus.
According to the Prime Minister, in his almost 20-minute-long address, education and compassion will form the bedrock of the engagement of the public. Gone are the days of arrests and prosecutions. In fact, those who were prosecuted for breaking the protocols will have their criminal records wiped off the books.
In support of government's policy of following the science, we shall be making a structural change to the COVID-19 command center and allow it to be headed by a health expert, not a minister of government or politician, as the law currently requires. We shall, in addition, decriminalize COVID protocol breaches. Persons who have been previously arrested, charged, and convicted for COVID-19 protocol breaches will have their records expunged. For now, we need to persuade and encourage citizens to comply with the protocol guidelines, not threaten and punish them to do so. I understand that for many of us, we have been called to do what does not come naturally, and so there must be compassion and empathy.
Saint Lucia will receive more than 50,000 doses of the Pfizer vaccine, complements the United States. That's expected to provide a boost to the flagging vaccination efforts. Patients at the Victoria Respiratory Hospital will see a change intended to make isolation less daunting.
The Ministry of Health will be holding consultations with service providers on improving the telecommunications and internet system at the respiratory hospital to enable more effective contact between patients, staff, and families. We are also looking with a view to repair faulty medical equipment that impact on the delivery of health care at the respiratory hospital. In amending the COVID protocols, we were mindful of the critical importance of the hospitality sector. We are all aware of the phased and managed opening of that sector over the last few months. This will continue as we work towards a long-term plan for the tourism sector. However, we are equally mindful that protocols must be applied across the board to ensure that there is a shared sacrifice as we all work towards the effective management of COVID-19.
The changes to the protocols outlined by Prime Minister Philip J. Pierre will take effect as of Friday, the 13th of August, and will be initially for 3 weeks. The curfew has been extended to begin at 9 p.m. Family gatherings curtailed and capped at 10 people, while in-person social events placed on ice for the next 3 weeks. Prime Minister Pierre warned that the COVID-19 situation is at a critical stage and urged residents to protect themselves and their families as Saint Lucia seeks to control what is the greatest healthcare threat in living memory. Saint Lucian for the HTS News Force.